everyone, I've got another K-pop haul for you guys today. As you might can guess from the package, which is totally different from the usual boxes that I get in the mail, I ordered from a different site this time. This package came from Yes Asia, and I got 3 albums as well as some posters. With Yes Asia, the posters always ship separately in a poster tube, so that has not arrived yet. But I didn't want to wait on the posters. I wanted to go ahead and show you the albums. I've already started cutting into the package a little bit just to make it easier to open on camera without accidentally showing my address. Okay. So as you can see, the albums are very nicely wrapped in bubble wrap. Let's cut into that. And the 3 albums we have today are the 2 versions of Monsta X's 4th mini album, The Clan Part 2, Guilty, as well as SHINee's 5th album, 1of1. Now, SHINee's album clearly has the least impressive packaging with, just the standard jewel case. So I think we're going to go ahead and take a look at that one first. So this is SHINee's 5th full-length album, and it has 9 songs: Prism, 1of1, Feel Good, Don't Let Me Go, Lipstick, Don't Stop, Shift, You Need Me, and then the special track, So Amazing. I love pretty much all the songs on here, but if I had to pick favorites, it would probably be Feel Good, Don't Let Me Go, Prism, and Shift. Those are probably my favorites on the album. The title track is really 90s style, but some of the other songs, like a lot of the ones I named, have more of the View type sound that they had on their last couple albums. But this is the same kind of packaging that they had for both versions of Odd and Married to the Music, where you have the little slip cover. We're going to go ahead and slip it out of that. It has their names on the back there. And then inside you have the jewel case. Oh, I already saw my photo card. Crap. Well, I got Key, so that's pretty awesome because Key and Minho are my biases. Normally I collect both of their cards, but because these ones aren't really traditional photo cards and because they're mostly pictures of the members' family rather than the members, I think I'm just going to stick with Keys for this one. I don't really need to have Minho's. But like I said, they have a 90s concept this time, and even these kind of go along with this. Like, a lot of people have compared them to Pogs. I don't think that's actually what they're supposed to be. I think they're supposed to be some kind of Korean game, but for American K-pop fans who grew up in the 90s, Pogs is what these are probably going to bring to mind. But it's a really cute idea. I really like how much they've gone with the 90s concept. And, like, even though I don't like the style of packaging at all, it works here because this is how CDs were packaged in the 90s, was just in a jewel case like this. And even like the art on the CD is very 90s with the compact disc thing at the bottom. It's such a throwback. I love it. So here's the booklet. Now normally these just have lyrics in them and not photos, but this one does have some photos. I haven't watched any unboxings, but I have seen a couple preview pictures like this. I really like how they have all the different song names, too. That's really cool. Whoa, this is so insanely 90s. I love it. So, there's lyrics for Prism and a couple pictures of Taemin. This is really a throwback for me, and I love it. And then 1of1. I actually love that they did put some pictures in here, too, because it makes it feel so much more like an authentic 90s booklet. And I love that Minho got to bleach his hair and go silver for this comeback. He was blonde for the video and some of the pictures for Odd, but he had to dye it back to brown, like, right before promotions. So, like, he's never really gotten to have a crazy hair color. Like, this comeback is such a plot twist, and that Minho is the only one who doesn't have brown or black hair. It's usually the other way around. One of the things I love about SM's booklets is usually they put the original title of the song, like the English demo version. So I definitely have to go back through that later and read what the original titles were, because sometimes they're, like, ridiculous and hilarious. And then we have the other booklet. This, so far, feels a lot nicer than the ones for Odd and Married to the Music. It's, like, got a thick hardcover thing. I like that. It makes it feel a lot more sturdy, a lot less likely to get damaged by the book. Or by the case. Oh, and the pictures are all nice and glossy too. I love that photo. It's so cute. They're all so cute. I love Key's glasses. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, the pages all feel like super nice and glossy. And then typical SM advertising papers. Oh, they even have the little timestamps like they'd have on like actual cameras before everything went digital. That is so cool. That is a nice photo of Minho. A lot of blank pages though, which is unfortunately typical of SM albums. Oh, that's cool with the bubble letters. So many blank pages though. The title track, 1of1, is not my favorite because I'm not the biggest fan of that sound. But it is a really fun song and it really fits the 90s concept. Look at Minho trying to be tough. It really fits the 90s concept and it's fun, and SHINee pull it off super well. But it's SHINee, what don't they pull off? Whoa, Taman, you stop that. That sounded like so unenthused and emotionless. I love that Minho doesn't even get the bubble letters. He's special. He has to have his own way. And Key, more Minho. Also Onu. Page full of Jonghyun. Oh, I like that photo. Taemin really looks good in that yellow and blue combination. Like, it's so crazy. Like, these outfits, I feel like on anyone else, they would just look ridiculous, but SHINee makes it work. Like, it's not just like, yeah, they look alright in spite of the outfits. Like, they look good in these outfits. I don't know that anyone else could pull that off. I think these might be like thingsu's, but they're all in Korean, so I can't read them. But I'm guessing that's what they are. That's a nice touch, too, because a lot of K-pop albums I don't think really include thingsu's. But albums used to, or at least American albums did. I don't know if K-pop albums did. Yeah, thanks to. There's like a group thanks to. That's really cute and fun with all the like clip art almost. And then another group picture. And that is the end. So like I said, I don't love this style of packaging, but it works here. And I really like that they've made the improvement with the booklet and given it a slightly harder cover material to keep it from getting damaged. It's a very nice touch. And it slides back into this slipcover much easier too. So, SM, you get points for that. Then the other two albums I got, as I said earlier, were the two versions of Monsta X's The Clan Part 2, Guilty. And I originally got both versions just like I did with Lost because I really like the aesthetic. I really like the concept for this comeback, even though I wasn't, the biggest Monsta X fan. But in the time since I pre-ordered this to when they arrived to me, I just completely fell down that slippery slope. And I'm basically a Monsta X stan now. So they've definitely been added to my list of the millions of groups that I stan. Because this mini album is so freaking good. It has 6 songs on it. Fighter, Be Quiet, Blind, Queen. And then the 5th song, which I've seen translated as White Girl and White Love. White Love seems to be the official title they're going with. And then Roller Coaster. And every song on this is good. The sequencing is good. They all flow nicely. I definitely recommend checking this album out if you haven't heard Monsta X before. I think it's a great place to start. So we have the disc on the left. Oh, I think I just bent the spine a little bit. Okay. Oh. My photo card just fell out. But I got my bias. didn't mean to see the photo card that early, but I got my bias again. That's awesome. So, I don't know if any of you guys watched my unboxing or my haul video for the 2 versions of the Clan Part 1 Lost. I didn't have a bias yet, but I got Wanho's photo card in one of my albums, and I said something about, I think he's one of the contenders to being my bias, and yes, absolutely is my bias. I don't love this photo card. It's not my favorite, but it makes it so much easier for me that I don't have to trade for it. So, yay. Because he is a pretty popular member from what I can see. So that's a little anticlimactic. I didn't mean to see the photo card that early, but oh well. Let's take a quick look through the photo booklet now. This looks like it's scenes from the MV. Oh yeah, that is a nice look. I know like most people were like freaking out over the shirtless welding scene, but that does more for me than shirtless welding. I'm a strange person, I know this. And then the pink hair looks so good on Keegan. He's just like super pretty in general to me. But the pink hair especially. And then Minhyuk. I'm so glad they let him go back to dark hair for this comeback because he looks so much better with it than me. Like, I swear, they're all like completely slaying it visually this album. And I really like the MV. I know a lot of people were not a huge fan because it doesn't really follow part 1. It doesn't really seem like a linear progression. But one theory I've seen, and this is the theory that I think is probably right, we have Juhan, is that part 2 takes place in like an alternate dimension after they enter the portal thing at the end of part 1. And I think that seems like a pretty likely explanation. I don't really understand the video, but I really like it, even though I don't understand any of it. I am's looking really good this comeback too. Like I said, they're all slaying it visually. And the adorable teddy bear bike. I've heard the MV is also inspired by Stranger Things, but I haven't seen that show, so I don't know how much of it is inspired by it. I know the logo is. They're so cute. Look at them on the little bikes. But yeah, I'm really, really curious to see what part 3 is going to have in store and how they're going to wrap up this trilogy. If it's going to like give us answers to part 1 and part 2, or if it's just going to confuse us even more. Not a big fan of that look, I have to say. Although usually it's the turtleneck thing. When idols like have their turtlenecks pulled out like super high like that, I don't get it. I feel like Zello from BAP used to do stuff like that, but I could be misremembering. Because that was many years ago. Yeah, really nice photo booklet. And that was the photo booklet I was a little less excited for, so I'm very interested to see what's in part 2 now. Or the innocent version. Or guilty version, excuse me. That one was the innocent version. I get the versions confused. So, exact same songs. It's the photo booklet that's different. And hopefully I won't spoil the photo card this time. Oh, I love that with the wanted posters. That is so cool. Oh, I love that concept. Okay. Well, I can already see whose photo card it is. Because I can see the hair. I got Kihyun. So, really, I've seen pictures of all the photo cards. And I really do love, like, all the photo cards for the guilty version. But I am trying to be good and just collect my bias. So, if anyone wants Kihyun's card and has Wonho's for trade, let me know because I would be interested in trading. It's funny because I got basically, I mean, not the same exact pulls because I got a different member, but the same kind of luck that I had with Lost, and that, lost my train of thought, and then I got my bias for one of the albums and then a different member for the other one. these pictures, guys. Like, I can't. They're like ethereally beautiful. Like, I'm normally not a big fan of when idols wear contacts, but they just completely suit this concept. And the filter on the photos, too. I think that's the filter. I'm not a photography person, so I don't know what it's called, but the hazy effect, it's just beautiful. I love this photo booklet already. This is definitely my favorite of the two so far. And then Minhyuk looking very beautiful as well. Try not to go too slow. But like I said, they all look so pretty. It's just hard to stay focused. And Hyungwon. It's also hard to hold the booklet on camera. And then the running photo. This is one of the teaser photos, I think, but it was in black and white. Or something very similar. Joohan. One of the things that's kind of neat to me about Monsta X is that even though they are a rookie group, they've only been around for 1 year, they're not all ridiculously young. Like 17, literally every member is younger than me. And it makes me feel so incredibly old. But only the rap line is younger than me in this group, which is kind of surprising. Like, you absolutely don't expect rap line to be the youngest. I keep forgetting that they are, because I'm still learning the group, but can he just not? That's all I have to say. Just no. Oh, those are pretty. Oh, these pictures are just so pretty. Like, I know I'm not providing any interesting commentary, but I don't really know what to say other than they're beautiful dudes. Those are 2 words you don't often hear together. Again, can he not? I love that he has pink hair and a Pink Panther sweatshirt. That's adorable. And lyrics. Were there even lyrics in the other one? I don't even remember seeing that. Then again, it's not like I was paying attention. So that was today's haul. I hope you guys enjoyed. I do have a couple more hauls coming up. I've ordered Monsta X's first 2 albums and then a few more girl group albums. And of course, I plan on getting the new VIX CD and the new BAP album as well. So look forward to those coming up. Just a reminder, Kihyun will be up for trade for Wonho. So if you're interested in trading, just leave me a comment and let me know. And I'm open to trades worldwide as well. That's all for now, and I hope you guys enjoy. Bye!